Howdy do. Today is a session regarding on questions that I have seen posted in different channels for different digital audio workstations. Quite often people ask that, how can I actually bring things from my previous project to this new project, and different digital audio workstations work a different way. So I will run through the different digital audio workstations that I've been highlighting, how to do that, how to bring your stuff from a previous project to a new one, and how they work in general. So let's get into it with Ableton Live first. Okay, so in Ableton Live, how you usually can do that and how it is most easy is that in your browser you have this add folder into which you can add different folders, and you can go into, for example, your projects where you have them, and then you can basically select any of the project that you've been working with, and you will bring that. So you select the project and then you say open, and the project will be opened then here in the browser. From here you see the different savings and that you have done and you have worked with. So when you click that open, you see all the kind of all the tracks that you have been using. So for example, if I would like to bring something from my remix project from here to the new project that I start with, so for example I would like to maybe bring let's bring drums. That's easy to kind of like, you can pretty much drag and drop from here, but you could also go into the main and you see that what devices you have in main. So if you click on the main and you want to bring them here, you can basically then just drag and drop them here into your new project. So again, now I got those copied automatically here. So that's actually quite easy, and you can do that with any content. So you just basically drag and drop it. So let's take the drums, for example, like where I have here drums, and so if I just drag and drop it here, or double click, it will actually bring it here. So if it's a folder, you can basically double click it and it will bring you here. So now it brought me the drums, and then it brought me also, the different plugins that I have in that channel. And then if I look here, it actually also will bring the MIDI files. So if you have MIDI within that track in your previous project, it will bring those as well. So you then, of course, you need to, if you don't want to use them, you can delete them. But that's basically Ableton Live. So you add a folder into your browser, you go into that project folder, and then from there you can pretty much double click or drag and drop things into your new project. Quite easy peasy. All right, so next we will dive into Luna. And in Luna, I have created an empty project, so I start with empty canvas. But if I would like to bring a previous project or some parts of it into my session, I can just go into File and say Import Session. And then from here I can actually select that, what I want to bring in, and then also the version even. Like I could say that some version. Then I say that Import Session Data. And then here I can then pick that, what things I would like to actually bring in, like all the drums, for example, I would like to bring in. Maybe I don't want to bring in any vocals, and maybe I want to bring the pad and maybe the bass as well. So now I have selected these, and you can see that, from here, these are the tracks from my old project, and then here are the ones that I want to create as a new one. I could also bring the effect buses, so I could bring those in as well. So all in all, I can bring audio tracks, I can bring instrument tracks, and then I just say that, do I want to bring it in, and then as a new track or so. When I press add, then basically it will now add everything. I can clear, and then I can just say basically that, I want to bring only these tracks, so maybe the kick and close and maybe the bass. And now when I say import, it will actually bring those into this project. So now it will bring the session data in, and now I could basically start listening my old project in that respect. So and utilize something that I have created in past. So that's how Luna works on importing a session data into your new project. So how to do it in Studio One? I have now an empty project, and you need to open the browser here, and of course you have instrument effects loops. You need to go to file section, and then you will need to find where your songs are, and there you can basically select a song from where you would like to import things, and then you right click and there is the import song data. And then from there you can actually select, like if there is a summing or folder track with bass, you can bring everything in, or then you can just bring an individual instrument. Of course you can bring in also like video or audio or whatnot. So it's not tied to instrument tracks, so you can bring any track in your project with basically events and automation if you have them. So you can also select different options, what it will bring. Does it bring inserts as well, and volume and panning and so on and so forth. And then also if there is media, you can copy the files into your new project folder. So it's pretty handy as well. So you can easily then get the things into your new project and then start working from there. Okay, so how to import things in Logic Pro? Again, you can start actually different places, but from here, for example, you can say that import from Logic projects, and you can actually select the project from where you want to import. And then it will basically come here on your right hand side. Here you actually could navigate also another project to bring that in, and so that's basically how you can work here. Then again here I think in a way what you can do is that if I would have MIDI, I would have the cells as we are here, but I have audio files, so I just give an example with audio files. So if I want to bring the stack, I need to bring the plugin and all the IO and things like that. I could say that bring that as well, or then I could basically bring a bass and drums, but for drums I would not include plugins, but for bass I would include plugins. And then once I'm happy, then I just basically press add here. Actually it might be hidden in my my view, but here you have the add, and you press that one, and you basically then you can bring in the things into your project. So now we have everything here, and then let's check it out. So for drums I said I don't bring any plugins, but for bass I wanted to, and so now I have those in here. And then also I have the audio tracks that I wanted to bring. In this example again I just brought basically the audio files, but you could do that also for instruments. Let's see, I might have some here. Let's go here. No instruments only. Let's see, where could I have? Maybe that one, just an example quickly. If there is instruments, I don't want to import the whole thing, but it seems that they are all pretty much audio tracks that I have in Logic. So not many. Maybe this orchestra has. Yeah, that one has an instrument. So here is a good example if I would like to bring the BBC Symphony, like let's bring that only. So now I should have the celly somewhere, and I have it here. And if I look into that, I have basically now the instrument with it. So yeah, so that's basically in Logic how bringing in stuff from different project works, and you can find it from here when you are in files, and then you can go into that and then basically dive into the file or the project file that you had in past, and then you select, you know, what you want to bring in, and then you just add. So you can of course do multiple as I showed, but then you can also bring individuals with plugins or without. All right, so next let's dive into Pro Tools and how to bring. I have a new session, and then the question is that, you know, how do I bring stuff from my previous project into the new one? So again, you go into the files with Pro Tools, and then you have import, and you have import session data. And then there you can basically then go into the session that you want to bring in. So for example, from here, if I want to bring in here stuff, I just basically go here, and again, you have a lot of you know, options here that you can click and set when you bring things in, how it will actually how it will be imported. So so that's basically the case in Pro Tools. Then if I would like to bring, I can say that like bring this in as a new track, and then this as a new track, and then maybe a bass as a new track, and then maybe I'll take the lead as a new track, but then that's pretty much all. And I could basically bring in the tempo as well. So I could say that tempo and meter map. So let's see, that should change, and key signatures and things like that. So so yeah, you can of course always dive into more deep and see what these every option are. But this is a general overview on that, you know, how to bring in session data in different digital audio workstations. So I will not go deep in any of the digital audio workstations. I just show the principle, and then you can, you know, investigate further. So now when I say OK, it will bring in. It will also change the tempo. So now basically I got all the tracks in what I wanted, and now I could basically start playing it and listening and utilizing those in my new project. I could of course bring instruments as well. So it's not only limited to audio tracks, so I can bring any track basically from my previous session with different options. So that's Pro Tools. All right, so then let's check out Cubase. In Cubase, again, of course, it supports the same feature a bit differently, but here I can actually say that import tracks from a project. And then of course I can go and select the project from where I would like to bring in things. I say open. Here again, similar type of a selection that, you know, if I want to bring the vocals, I can do that. Here I actually have a drum, so I can actually get the drum. It's a virtual instrument, as you can see. I can get kickbox, session percussion. That these are all pretty much instruments. Here is actually a recorded audio track. So from the logo over here, you can actually see what you will bring in. And then of course you can basically select that, you know, what I would like to bring in. I might not want to bring the instruments, but I would want to bring these audio tracks. But again, a lot of options here also to select that, you know, if I'm bringing events and parts, meaning that the audio and MIDI stuff, I could also say that bring it only from the beginning. So like I could say that, you know, 8 first bars and things like that. But yeah, this is basically, you know, similar to other digital audio workstations where you can actually select that what to bring, and then also that how to bring it. So you can actually say it's a new track, or then you could also like replace an existing track. But now as I have an empty project, I'm bringing in just basically those tracks into an empty project. And now basically it's doing its job and takes a bit more time than others. But I also have virtual instruments there. So so that's why it actually considered a bit more longer. So for example, now if I wanna listen to drums only, I can do that. Or then if I wanna play just like play basically the audio, I could do that as well, and see that, you know, what's there. So yeah, this is how to bring stuff in Cubase into your new project, similar as at the DAWs. Okay, so let's look at Bitwig. In Bitwig, the thing that I was trying to find out was that file and if I can import anything, but at least I used Bitwig in version 3, and what's interesting about Bitwig is that you can actually have multiple projects open. Like I just opened basically an old project, so you can basically go here and say open, and it will bring you an old project that you have been working with. So let's take that one for example, and open it as well. So yeah, there are some files missing for sure because it's an old one and it's done with the Bitwig 3. Anyway, what I have seen with Bitwig is that you can actually, as said, have multiple projects open at the same time, and one of those has an active audio engine. But how to bring in things from a different projects that you have, you basically open them up, and then let's say that I would like to bring in this lead into my new project. I just basically go and drag and drop it here, so I can actually drop it from a project to another. And if I would like to bring from here maybe the signal, I know that some of these are missing, I'll just do the same thing, that I bring the signal here, and now I have basically that MIDI and all that stuff here. So in that sense, you can of course bring multiple tracks as well. Let's maybe go here and do this piano and maybe that one as well. Let's select multiple and then just basically go and drag them here. So quite straightforward. Sorry about the missing plugins, but I haven't yet had time to work on a project on this new Bitwig 5 that I have. Anyway, this is how you can bring content from the old Bitwig projects to your new one. So you basically just go into the project, and if you want to bring the vocals or whatnot, you just go and drag and drop, and there you have it. So that's pretty easy busy in my eyes. A bit different than other digital audio workstations, but it works, and it's nice as in this respect. Now if I would like to start using this, I just activate the audio engine on this project, and it will load the plugins and whatnots and what it can load, and then this audio engine is off, but now it's on here, and now I could start working on it. So I can have multiple projects on and then drag and drop between them, and then, you know, activate the audio engine for the one that I work currently. Okay, so then reason 13, how to copy things between the project. In Reason it's pretty similar approach to Bitwig, so that you can actually open two projects. I have here a sample project or demo project that I took as a baseline, so I can show that how to bring things from here to your new project if you want to kind of use the instruments that are in a demo project, and then you want to program on top of that. Anyway, the thing is that you need to have both projects open, and then you go into the project from where you want to bring things in. You basically right click and say copy track and revise. So you copy the whole track and device, and then you go to your new project and you say copy, paste track and device, and then it will paste everything that is linked to it. Then let's go and see if we have some audio file here. Yeah, we have some guitar and some automation. So if I want to bring that again, I can say copy track and device, and then I go back to my new project, and then again I paste here. So yeah, this is how in Reason you can also bring things into your new project. So you open the old one and then you can copy paste things from the old one to the new one. So pretty straightforward in that sense, and works robustly for multiple tracks or single tracks or whatever you want to do. So that's pretty much it, how Reason has implemented of getting things from your old project to the new one, if you want to use those as a baseline. All right. Okay, so that was pretty quick rundown on the different digital audio workstations, 8 altogether, that how do they implement of bringing things from your old project to the new one. They all can do it. The way you do it is a bit different, and hopefully this video highlights you that, you know, like specifically for the digital audio workstation, that you use how to do it. Remember to like my videos, it's very important. I like when you like my videos and hopefully you like them. And also remember to subscribe for the video and for the channel, so that next time when I post something interesting, you will get alerted on that as well. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and bye now.